Has Mojang finally done something right? Okay, that's unfair. Mojang is generally pretty great and underappreciated, but there certainly have been plenty of updates that have had us scratching our heads. But this one is huge. And at least from first appearances, it seems to be just, perfect. I of course mean the crafter, the biggest thing to happen with Minecraft Redstone in a very long time. This new block is a total game changer, and is going to lead to so many new and exciting developments in technical Minecraft. And don't get me wrong, I don't really care about autocrafting in itself. It's great, but what is so exciting about this update is not the feature itself, but how autocrafting is implemented. So what do I mean? Well, there are two types of autocrafting that Mojang could have gone with. First is what we actually got, and the second is something that would have catered much more to a casual audience, a crafter that sets and remembers recipes. So for instance, with the second design, we could program it to save a dispenser recipe, then just feed the ingredients in, which automatically fill into the correct slot, and pulse the block, and it will give us a dispenser. Personally, I think this is pretty boring. A hopper into a block is much too easy and can just be added into an existing system to upgrade it. It would require almost no problem solving. But with what we got, we need a system like this. This is a one-wide tileable iron/gold block crafter. Here we need to think about two systems, the filling system and the triggering system. For instance, in this example, the filling isn't really an issue since it should just be ingots coming in. But the triggering system takes some more consideration because a single ingot can be downcrafted into nuggets. This is, in my mind, what is so exciting about this update. The implication of how this will be applied and integrated into already existing systems. So for example, if we look at a universal autocrafter, the main issue is going to be how to place the items into the crafter in the right order. It's not that hard a problem. There, done. Pretty simple, right? But this is not good enough for many applications. The real challenge is taking this system and making it smaller, speeding it up, and creating flexibility. Think of, for instance, a sorting system. Maybe I want to fill a redstone shulker box with auto-crafted pistons and dispensers, droppers, hoppers, etc. There are some options that I have. One is to build a crafting room with a crafter for each item. With this system, it's going to be pretty huge and potentially quite laggy. If I can compact the system and make it much faster, it will of course be better and easier to use. But what if I could, for instance, create a variable item crafter, meaning that I can craft many different items with the same crafter automatically. Maybe even switching items based on, for instance, inventory level or something like that. This sort of system is very interesting. It's not only useful as an in-game system, but also presents a totally new type of problem for the technical Minecraft community to tackle. And this last part is exactly what is so exciting about the crafter. Okay, removing one of the most boring parts of the game is great, but for me, the exciting part is the potential for innovation that this new mechanic opens up. It appears to fit into existing systems perfectly, and it's not so simplistic that it just requires a hopper. The result of this upgrade will be a whole new field of redstone, much like storage tech, with many different types of crafters, with various considerations and arrangements to fit different requirements. I imagine we will have the same classifications as storage tech, like width, tileability, and speed, but even more, like the number of slots used, the number of unique items, and the number of repeating items. I also guess we will have generalized universal crafters, then specialized crafters, say for instance a high-speed dispenser crafter. So you can see that this is a quickly expanding field with many possibilities and a lot of potential for innovation. Anyways, bravo Mojang. This seems to be very well balanced, well implemented, and the endless possibilities means a huge new field for creative people to play in. I'm hopeful that there will not be any major balance changes before the actual release, particularly anything that takes away from the challenges, but we will have to keep our fingers crossed and wait and see. But that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks as always to my Patreons, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.